Hey everybody, play at 1.5 times speed or 2.0 times speed. That being said, I'm gonna say something real quick here, because I've seen a lot of people that have just somehow shifted completely and said they aren't going to be playing anything other than showing love to Zenless Zone Zero or Genshin Impact or Star Rail, which is fine. Like, if you choose not to play that game on your own discretion, that's fine, go for it. But if you're forced to not play that game because you are forced to play something else, then that's where I have a problem. And I'm not any kind of wizard at this, and I know the title says something different, but this was a picture taken a bit ago about the whole it's a leak type thing. It's not a leak anymore. The contract has been fully shown, so it's not really a leak. It's more of a knowledgeable contract at this point. Um, and so where I'm trying to uh, hopefully shed some light to this situation is I'm just going to read um, this first sentence right here because, well, not first sentence, but first section right here because it says a lot more than what it seems. And I know that other content creators have already covered this, but I'm going to cover it because this, I just realized how horrible that this is because I have gotten so much word from people I know, content creators that I know, that have not only been handed this contract or sent this contract, but have also said they have signed similar contracts. And I'm kind of worried that this might be a thing that Holioverse has been doing for a long time that we have not realized. And so I'm going to break down this real quick. The content creator shall promptly notify Yomiholic if any other gaming brand intends to sponsor their content. Youre has full discretion to reject sponsorships that could be detrimental to Zenless Zone Zero or the content creator's reputation. So, I personally don't get how playing multiple games could be detrimental to a content creator, because the more eyes that the content creator has on them, the better off they are. But also, I know that the more eyes they have on the content creator, the more influence they can take away from their Hoyo versus game, or any game in general, because the more eyes you have, the more influence you have. And so that content creator and their community can decide, hey, we're gonna play this game and leave this game behind and carry on to this game. And then after a bit, they can leave that game and go to another game. So that's one thing. But in general, that's more detrimental to, since Zenless Zone Zero is on this contract, it's more detrimental to Zenless Zone Zero than it is to the content creator. But you want the content creator to play quite a few games, because you don't want their reputation to diminish. And if you have full discretion over that content creator's reputation, then you are going to have to allow them to play other games, but you have complete control over what games they take sponsorships from and what games they play, because they could take eyes off of your game and put it onto another game. So I'm kind of lost at how they're planning to keep a content creator's reputation at large rather than let it drop off. But it, that's a discussion for another time. But I've heard so many content creators that I know say they've signed contracts similar to this, and so I'm going to do something real quick that might hopefully shed some light on this situation and how detrimental it can be to anyone who not only signs this contract, but signs any contract similar to this contract, which has been fully disclosed because fully shown. So it's not a leak anymore. It's fully shown. I took this picture a while back ago, so don't let the title of the picture scare you. It's fully shown contract wise, so just so you know, that is what it is. But let's get back into it. The content creator shall promptly notify Yumiholic if any other gaming brand intends to sponsor their content. Yumiholic has full discretion to reject sponsorships that could be detrimental to Honkai Impact, third, or the content creator's reputation. Yomiolic has full discretion to reject sponsorships that could be detrimental to Genshin Impact or the content creator's reputation. Yomiolic has full discretion to reject sponsorships that could be detrimental to Zenless Zone Zero, obviously, or the content creator's reputation. So if you're seeing a pattern here, if if any content creators have signed contracts similar to this that have the same kind of wording in it, then it's detrimental not only to you but to the game as well, because the game needs competition, because the more competition you have as a game industry, game company, as a game in general, the more competition you have, the better, because then the game that has the competition is going to have to step up and get better, and this allows the game to stay stagnant and not moving forward and not getting better at all. And so people have covered this already, and I don't want to impede on anything they've already said, but I highly suggest, if you are a content creator, you do not take this contract, which has been fully shown. You do not take this contract because it will hurt your reputation, because you are playing only Honkai Impact or Honkai Star Rail or Zenless Zone Zero or Genshin Impact. You are playing only that said game, instead of being able to branch out into other games. You are playing one game in specific where you cannot have multiple other games because of the contract. So I highly suggest you do not take it and you do not sign it. That being said, I am not a professional at um, I am not like a lawyer. I do not know how contracts work in specific. I know a lot of how to protect my butt because I have grown up that way. So there's quite a lot of ways that I know how contracts work. And I'm pretty sure, I'm very sure, honestly, not pretty sure, I'm very sure that this is one of the multiple ways that this contract works for Hoyoverse in general. Again, it can work for Zenless Zone Zero, it can work for Honkai Impact 3rd, it can work for Honkai Star Rail, it could work for Genshin Impact. And if any other game industry decides to do something similar, it could work for them as well. And this is why you don't want to sign this contract or take this contract at all. Anyway, I'm tired of talking now, and I will see all you guys later. God bless.